What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode. So on this episode, we're going to be covering a fan requested topic, and that is looting, where to loot, what buildings to loot, some tips and tricks. And we're going to go over the Southeast Zone, Secronom bunker, and then we'll also go over Valkyrie. So we're going to go over a couple different areas. I'm already down here at the Southeast Zone. So we're going to go ahead and start here, and I'm going to show you what I would do. And again, you guys, obviously you're free to do whatever you want, but just a couple tips that I have, and we'll go from there. So in the Southeast Zone, that's going to be at the very bottom right-hand corner. If you're looking at the boss map, Secronom's here, right? You're going to go all the way over and then just go down. This is the area for the Southeast Zone. It has better loot. You can look on the wiki. There's things you can find here that you can't find in Secronom. There's things in Valkyrie that you can't find in Secronom or the Southeast Zone. So each area has specific loot to it. And I'm going to show you some of the areas I focus on. So I typically loot at the Southeast Zone, but Valkyrie is also a very good area. There's good things about both of them. Obviously, with the new items being released, I think the Southeast Zone is getting more attention than normal. But keep that in mind. I mean, if you want to find the new items, they're probably worth more. The Southeast Zone is where that's going to be at. Right now, we are in the bottom. Let me show you. Right here is the block that we are in, and this is the hospital zone. So we're going to check out this area. I can show you the hospital, where to barricade. I can also show you, we go up one block, and there's a nice warehouse there to loot. And then from here, if you go over one and down one, there's also a bunker. So we're going to cover a lot of stuff, guys. So there'll be a lot of stopping and starting for the video. We'll just do one zone, and then I'll teleport to the next zone, and we'll go on from there. So without further ado, let's jump right into this. So I'm going to go ahead and load in. If you guys have not, please like, subscribe, hit that thumbs up button for me, leave a comment in the comment section below. And do not forget to join our Discord. It is 100% free, does not cost you a dime. We have over 300 members, very active, a lot of good info on there. And check it out. We'd love to see you there. So, let's talk about this. So, I started off, right? I'm inside a little, I guess, house. Is that what you'd call this? It has one door. So, that's the best type of building to be in for barricading because it only takes one wood and one nail, so it can save you there. You don't have to worry about multiple entrances. So we are in, if you look at the top right, the pink area. We're in the bottom right hand corner. Let me see if I can pull up the map. I can't. Try to get the map up for you guys real quick. I gotta get rid of some of these enemies. Come on. All right, let's go down here. Maybe I can do it this way. Come on. It says there's more enemies. Really? All right, there's the map. All right. So if you're looking at the map, again, we are in the Southeast Zone. We're at this corner right here. And again, here's the map. Here's Secronom. Go over, go all the way down. And this is where I usually start. So this is the sector that has the house that I'm staying in and also the hospital. So if you go out, let's go to the start. Like if we just came into the sector. All right, so if we just came into this, right, I'm at the top left-hand corner of this area. Let's say we just came in. You're going to see the hospital right here. You can come straight down. Go through the fence area, and boom, now you're in the hospital. This is a great spot to loot, guys. I'm going to put on some speed boost, actually, real quick. Let's do this. But this is a great spot to loot. Lots of different floors. You can go up 2 or 3 different floors. You can get out. You can come out of the hospital, wrap around, and across the road is a general store. So again, general stores are very good for loot spots, you can tell. And then they also only have one door. So you can barricade here and then just resume looting right after that. I typically go down here. So I come out of the hospital like normal, right? Come out of the hospital. I go down across the street and I go into that house. Yeah, hold on guys, sorry. Let's get rid of some of this. Alright, so I come right down here and I get into this house. And then again, this house is directly below the hospital right here, okay? So you come down and then you hop into this house and you can barricade there. So as far as looting goes, loot up this general store, loot up this hospital. Two very good areas. Let's say you loot those and you want to go try something else. Again, at the top left-hand corner of the zone, if you go up one block, now you can go over here, and there is a warehouse. Warehouse also very good, large area, lots of I think there's three or four floors to that as well. And it's very close to the hospital, so you can loot that, and then you can come back down here and go to your house that you can barricade in. And there's also other houses, but this is just what I do, guys. So a hospital, you got the store, up above you have that warehouse, and then this is the hospital block, right? If I go straight down, it dead ends, just take a left, and then go down one block. So I went left and then I went down one. Here is the bunker. So you can come right here and you can do some bunker looting, which is awesome. I like the bunker a lot, guys. I think it's a lot of fun. It's just something different. And it's in the pink zone, so you have a chance of finding those very good items. But anyway, those are the spots that I loot down here in the southeast zone. And then obviously there's more spots. There's apartment buildings, things like that. But these spots are going to keep you occupied for quite a while. So again, it was that corner right here where my mouse is. That was the hospital. One above it was the warehouse. If you go to the hospital section and you go left, down, that's where the bunker is that I'm at now. So, and again, that little house you can barricade is over here in the hospital section. So some very good spots. So what we'll do now is I will stop this. I will run and get us to Secronom bunker, and we'll talk about that. So just bear with me for 2 seconds. All right, guys. So we are back at Secronom bunker. So we're going to talk about this. So at Secronom bunker, you're over here. You're at the S. There's a couple really good spots I like to loot. So you're going to get better loot up here at the northeast zone, the gray area. I typically go, do you see these black boxes right here? If you go right above them, there's going to be a hospital. And then right above that, there's actually another hospital. So two really good areas. And I'm going to show you exactly what this looks like. So go ahead and go in. The good thing about Secronom bunker is it's so close to an outpost. You can go scrap and then just go right back at it, guys. So makes it very easy, very convenient. It's good for any low-level, mid-tier player. Obviously, you're not going to be finding the 135 blueprints and things like that, but you can still find really good stuff. So we're going to run over here and I can show you. So if you're looking at the top right of my screen right now, you're going to see my little blue dot and you're going to see me running. I just watch the map for these little black areas, and you're going to see what I do here. Again, we're just running like normal. And I know that as soon as I get past these two little black marks right here, these black squares, I know as soon as I get past those, I just go to the right. And if you guys ever get aggro on you, especially at the southeast zone, and you don't have the gear to kill the aggro, if you go into, and actually, let me show you this real quick. I'm just going to pause this so I don't die. Let's just say we are at the southeast zone, right? Let's say we're at the hospital down here, and let's just say I get a horde on me, right? I got 130 zombies to kill, and I know I can't do it. If I know there's a boss or bandits or something like that close by, like I'm here, let's say it's here, if you go into that zone, it will reset your aggro back to 0, and then you can just go right back. You don't have to kill the boss, just go in the boss zone, and then go back, and you will be good, good as gold. So that's a big tip, guys. Just use the boss sectors to reset your aggro. That works anywhere. Okay. So we got past these 2 black boxes, right? You see this little H right here? It looks like an H. So past those 2 black boxes, there's like an H. That's the hospital. So go right 1 block. Now you can see the hospital. This is the hospital right here at the top right-hand corner. So we're down here at the bottom left. We're going to go ahead and run up and then run over. And actually, so there's the hospital. If you come over here, let me clear some of this out. All right. So if you come over here, you can actually loot this market, and this is great for barricading. If you go in the market, there's 1 door right here, and if you barricade, you can go right into your outpost. So a great spot to barricade and put your loot away, so you can keep looting. And if you go out of that and keep going right, you're gonna walk right into this hospital here. So again, just the normal hospital. Go in, do your looting, and then you can loot this. And if you want to keep looting, you can leave and go out right here. So at the top right, this is the hospital. I'm going to go out at the top right entrance. And looky here. Here's another hospital right above it. This is the hospital. So 2 really, really, really good spots at Secronom Bunker. This hospital and the one right below it, and that general store. So there's 3 right there. And you guys can just rinse and repeat and just keep looting. Very good areas. This gets you the northeast zone. This gets you the southeast zone. This gives you a good place to barricade, a couple good buildings to loot. It should be no problem for you guys. So hopefully this helps with the areas down here. And again, if you get aggro on you and you're a new player, look at the boss map. See if there's a boss near you, and just go to that zone, and it'll reset it, and then just walk back and keep doing it. So let me pause this real quick. All right, let's bring up the boss map. All right, so Secronom Bunker, these 2 boxes right here, go up to them and go right here. So you're right above it. This little top corner is where we're at. That's the hospital. And then the other hospital's right here at the bottom corner of the block above it. So I just went up right above that, looted that hospital, went up and looted that one. And again, that's the northeast zone, and that's where I typically would loot if I was looting up here at the northeast zone. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go all the way over here to Camp Valkrist. What I will do is I will pause this again, and I'm going to show you where I loot at Camp Valkrist. So just hang tight with me. All right, guys. So continuing on. We are now in the game, and we started at Secronom. We just did the northeast zone. I ran all the way over. I went up, and I kept running over. Now, if you notice, there are orange, red, whatever color you want to call this, cherry-looking, cherry-colored, whatever, squares. They end right here, and it turns over to this green area, okay? That's a whole nother section of looting. So we're going to talk about the chemical plant. So this is one of my favorite places to loot. It's got really good loot. It is considered, I believe, in the Camp Valkrist section. So like all this whole area has higher end loot. And the chem plant is one left of this red block. So the reason I want to go over this red block is for a few reasons. All right, so looking at the map, look at the top right hand corner over here. Let me get rid of some of this. If you look at the top right-hand corner of this map, I am 1 block from this green zone, right? So I'm in this red zone. The red zone, it's got these easy enemies. All right, well, why does that matter? Well, let's do this. Let's say I go over. Now I'm in the chemical plant. All right, now I got these wolves. I got bears. I got all kinds of harder enemies, right? Well, let's say I get a horde on me, and there's 150 of these, and I just can't kill them. Well, one trick you can do is, one, find a boss zone. Well, let's just say, hey, there's no boss zones around, right? You guys got to fight them. There's no boss zones. Well, if you go one over to the right, you're now in the easy zone, right? Now, you can kill the horde, and the horde is going to be these easy enemies. Once you get the enemies killed, your horde's gone. Go back and just keep looting this chemical plant. Again, the chemical plant is literally right here. As soon as you get in, walk this way. There's the door. So all I did was I entered the zone. I'm at the bottom right-hand corner of the zone, and I just looked for this door, entered it. Here's the chem plant. And just a couple tips on the chem plant. When you're looting the chem plant, it's a huge area, right? This place is massive. Watch the exploders, watch for the rats because they are fast, but pick a zone, like let's just say this yellow truck, and I highly recommend you just go from one end all the way up, come over, go all the way down, come over, go all the way up, come over, go all the way down. So if you don't do that, you're going to get lost, you're going to backtrack, you're going to miss things. Take a route and follow it. Don't start going all over the place. Make a pattern. Don't have to be that pattern, but pick a pattern and loot it. That way you know where you're going. And again, the chemical plant, it is 1 block over from this red section. Now, let's say you're in here and you loot the chem plant and you're full of loot. Well, now what do you do? Because you're in between outposts. Well, if you go over 1 back to the easy area, and you come over here, again, we are at this bottom corner. This little gray area here of houses. There is a door here. Enter the door. All right, so there's a door here that you just came in, and there's also one here. I barricade those. So you need 2 barricades, so just keep that in mind. But barricade that one, barricade this one, go in your outpost, put your loot away, come back out, unbarricade this. So now you only need one barricade kit. So once you barricade both doors, leave one of them barricaded. That way you can just keep barricading the one. But put all your stuff away, and now you're only 1 block away from the chem plant. So, and again, the chem plant's really good. You just have to watch out for the rats and the exploders, but you'll get the hang of it. It is a little tricky at first, but I promise you it does get easier. So now we're going to talk about the prison. So just bear with me. Let me do some running, and I will be right back. And actually, while we're doing this, I want to show you guys something. So if you look, I have a border right here, this green border, and one behind me. That takes you to and from zones, right? Well, one trick is if you look at the map up here. See this block I'm in? If I go halfway and then just come back in, it'll teleport me to the side I'm on. So like, look at this. See my blue dot? See how this is a whole side, right? If I go a little bit more than the halfway mark, so here I'm running, I'm halfway. Let me just go ahead and go up. All right, now it started me off at this corner. The reason that matters is it's going to help you get to and from these blocks faster, and it's also going to save you stamina. So example, again, I'm going over. Okay, I have to up. I can't do it on this one because there's a wall here. Let me go up real quick. Okay, so again, here we are. I have to run this whole block, right? Well, if I run, let's just say more than half, look at the map, find out where half is. I'd say it's about there. Okay, I went down. Now I'm on the corner. Saved me some stamina. I didn't have to run the whole way. All right, here we are again. I can't go down. There's a border there. I have a horde on me. Okay, again, I am going to go halfway. Okay, I'm going to go up. It's going to teleport me. Now I'm here. Makes traveling to the chem plant, or from the chem plant, way easier. Again, go halfway. Go down. And there we go. Again, I just teleported. I'm saving stamina when I do this. So anyway, it's a way to kind of bunny hop the map and to save stamina and just get from one end to the next faster. Very convenient. So anyway, I'm going to keep running, and I will be right back, guys. All right, guys. So we made it to the prison. Now let me show you where we're at here. So again, we came from Secronom. We went all the way over. We stopped at this red and did the chemical plant here. And then I went over, I went up, and there's the Camp Valkyrie. Keep going over until it dead ends, all right? Now, do you see this red block? So we have this whole section, and you have this red block right here. Well, that's back to the easy zone, right? Well, right before it, where this is, that B5 won't always be there. That's just a boss, bandits. But this zone right before the red is the prison. A lot of people loot here. It is very good. It's just a very good area with high density loot. You can find really good gear here. Again, it's just like the chem plant. They're very good areas to loot. So again, it's right before this red block. So what we're gonna do, look at my map. So here's the red block. I am 1 square away. So here's the prison. Oops, stepped on a fence. And I want to get somewhere real quick. Let me run up here. I want to get to the top left-hand corner of this to show you guys something. All right. Now, like I said, this is the easy part, right? Because we are 1 block to the left. We're in the easy. See these easy enemies right here? So again, if you get a horde on you, look for a boss, or go 1 left, go to this area, kill your horde, and then you're good to go. If you want to barricade, again, pay attention. The prison's right here on the right. This is an easy area. You can barricade down here at this house. As soon as you come in the top corner of this map, this house right here. Enter the house. There's a door here. You have to barricade. And a door here. So there's 2 barricades. Once you barricade this door, you're good for a while. You only have to barricade this one. But there's 2 doors. I like to barricade here. You can barricade inside the prison. But I just feel like it's a very calm place to start. I don't have to worry about anything. I know where I'm at. It's a house. It's safe. So anyway, that's why I like to barricade in this house. There are a lot of people like to do it in the cafeteria or the library inside the prison, but I prefer to use this house. Now, as far as looting the prison, come right over, and what I do is I always, just loot this police car. Okay, great, that's fine and dandy. And then I just go right into the building. And then I just start my process. Now, when I'm looting the prison, I try to loot 1 floor, and I don't want to backtrack. When you guys are looting, doesn't matter what area, you don't want to backtrack. So pick a path, complete the path, and then, for example, let me show you. Like, I came in here, I'll come over here, I'll loot all this stuff, come back up, loot that, and then I'll go up and loot the other floors, and then I'll go out this way. But if you come here and you loot this, come back over here, go up, backtrack, it's just try to find a pattern and an easy way that you can remember, and eventually it'll just become a habit. You guys will know, like me, if I was going to loot this, I have a pattern that I would just instantly go to. But it's just one tip for you guys. And again, if you get hordes, don't worry about them. If you're having trouble, don't fight them. Just go look for a boss on the boss map real quick and enter that zone, bandits, whatever, or go next door to the easy area and kill the horde that way. So hopefully this guide helped you guys. Let me know your thoughts on this. I'm sure there's some tips and tricks that you guys know that I don't. Please leave them in the comments below. Like, subscribe, share the video, guys. And until next time, you guys stay safe out there. Peace.